This video is for Thursday, May 14th for you sixth graders. We're in this book here. This is the second part of our history. The first part we learned about Sparta and their education, and that little green guy should look sort of familiar. Well, now we're going to go to their enemy, Athens, to see what the difference was between these two enemies here. So let's get into it. Okay. You have a copy of this in your Google Classroom too. So in Sparta, boys, when they turned 7, went to barracks and became military. Okay, in Athens, it was very much different. Only rich families, wealthy families, only the boys went when they were 6 or 7, and they focused on being a good person or a good citizen. Very different from Sparta. Athens was more about being a nice, round, smart, good thinker, good scholar. In Sparta, they were more worried about, defending yourself and being strong. In Athens, they studied how to read, write, poetry, math, which is arithmetic, and music. And they even did some sports too. They did care about little strong bodies, but not as much as the Spartans. Okay, what about the Athens women? They were expected to be good wives and mothers too. And also they did some religious roles. So they even had like priests that were women too. So that's sort of neat too. But they had much less freedom than the Spartan women. Also, women could inherit property only if their fathers had no sons. And girls, this sort of sucks, they were not allowed to attend school. And they were more focused on doing chores and cleaning up and cooking. And a lot of the women didn't learn how to read and write. Okay, there's the last 2 pages of our section here. So if you look at this picture, maybe you can freeze it, pause it. Okay. Greek and Sparta were basically this orange, and this big purple area were these people called the Persian Empire. So what happens, of course, if you've ever seen the movie 300, that's the one with the 300 Spartans fight. His name's Leonidas, and they fight the big Persian god in the Persian army. That's based on this part right here, the Persian Wars. So this big purple section is going to try to take on this orange section. So let's see what happens. Who wins? So one of their Google Docs, one of the questions talks about a marathon. So this is sort of crazy here. So remember, this is 2,500 years ago. No telephone, no texting, no internet, nothing. So if you lived here and you needed people here to know something, you had to send a messenger and they had to literally run or walk. So remember, no cars, no bikes, none. So a marathon now is when somebody runs 26 miles. Well, the marathon was a city, if you can see here, was a city, and somebody ran from Athens to Marathon, which is about 25 miles. What's crazy is he was so excited and ran so fast that when he got there, he said his message and he died. That's what the legend says, that the soldier died. So today we honor that messenger's relay by the word marathon, and a marathon is when you run 26.2 miles. So who won between the Persians and Greece? Well, it tells you right here. Greece won. And they didn't win because they had more soldiers. The way they won is that they were sort of smarter. So what they did is they forced the Persians to sort of fight in this like tunnel. And since the Spartans were such good fighters, they could beat and kill the Persians because they weren't as strong. And remember, when a boy was 7 years, you learned to fight since you were 7. So they've been fighting for 20, 30, 40 years. It's no match. They're warriors. They're like gladiators. There's no way that you can beat them. It says the Spartans held the pass for 2 days before the Persians killed them all. Their sacrifice gave the Athenians time to prepare for battle. So what happened was too is they fought and they delayed and stalled and gave enough time for backup to come. The Athenians left their city to fight a naval battle against the Persians. The battle took place in a narrow body of water where the large Persian fleet can barely move. Smaller, more mobile Greek ships sunk about 300 ships, and the war ended. So basically what happened here is there was fighting on the land and in the water. The orange beat the purple, and Greece was able to fight off Persia. Thanks for watching. Hope this video helped. Remember, this is part 2 for your history for May 14th.